Yo, 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 yo! It's Crime. No, it's just Ricky. It's just me, and we're gonna start off Impact Wrestling with a sports entertainment style trade of words in the ring between Lashley Penta, El Cedro Miedo, and Eli Drake, as Eli Drake and Penta are discussing who deserves to be the next number one contender, because Penta picked up the victory, but Eli Drake just loves himself some back tuck and loves to make sure people know how good he is. As you can see, it's a 45 rating, which is, I guess, all right for the moment. Our first match of the night is Moose and Grado, or yeah, Grado versus Scott Steiner and Chris Adonis. Steiner finally picking a partner that he thinks is fitting of him, and it's a 38 rating. It had a good, decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Steiner and Adonis defeat Moose and Grado in 9:38 when Chris Adonis defeated Grado. So as you can see, Grado had a good in-ring performance of 40. It's better. It's not great. It's not bad. Moose had 43, so that's kind of scary right there. Adonis seems to have got a 37. Scott Steiner had a 40. The Impact Grand storyline, and so is the Fat versus Masterpiece storyline advancing. So storylines are advancing. Things are getting heat. That's good for us right there. Moose and Scott Steiner, obviously, they're gonna have their rivalry, and Grado and Adonis still starting their rivalry, so it's good. It's good for me. I didn't think this Adonis and Grado one would go, but I think this tag team matchup has seemed to help it out as we're growing and we're developing. So that's something right there for us, and it's good to have Chris Masters defeat Grado by submission. I want to have hopefully the fans build up behind Grado, and after the match, Grado is getting his ass beat by both Steiner and Adonis, and Moose's music hits. Moose comes back down and uh, saves Grado from Scott Steiner and Adonis. Didn't really help out as much as I thought, but whatever. After that, we see Alicia Edwards, Eddie Edwards' wife, walk into Ethan Carter the third's locker room. What is going on? Is she trying to get into EC3's DMs? I don't know. And then Don West later goes up to EC3, goes like, "Hey, she's in your locker room. What's going on here?" Is she going on? Ethan Carter's like, obviously she wants to see what the real experience is like, and obviously her broken down husband can't do anything about it. So good things from EC3. I love it. Then we have a knockouts match in the subpar wrestling with the little heat. Candice LeRae and Melina Perez in a 311 by pinfall with the surprise cradle. Melina Perez loses that one in surprise fashion, but as you can see, 32 and 33. Good start for them. After the match, Candice LeRae offers to shake the hand of Melina Perez, who does shake her hand, but then gives her a cheap shot because Melina's the dirty heel in this one. So trying to advance their rivalry going on here as Candice LeRae and Melina Perez, two of the signings that I in our minds. Jeff Jarrett then comes out of nowhere. Jeff Jarrett's in the back going, "Hey, Adam Cole, guess what? For your attack last week, you got yourself a match against James Storm in the future. Just to let you know, it's going to happen at the next pay-per-view." And then we have a video just showing Davey Richards and Angelina Love getting ready for their matchup up next. TNA's first couple right here, ready to do their thing, man. Ready to do what they got to do. And they have a tag team matchup against Amanda Caroline Rodriguez and Caleb Connolly. And it's a match that was short. Had to keep it short because it wasn't going to be a long match. But Angelina Love and Davey Richards pick up the win on this one right here. Davey Richards had a good performance. He did great. Amanda Karen, she still learning some stuff, but hey, Caleb and Amanda did show good chemistry, so that's a good start right there. 43 rating is still good, better than 30. After the match, Angelina Love and Davey Richards call out Braxton Sutter and Allie, and they're like, "You know what? You guys want to fight us? That's fine. We'll accept this. We'll take it right here." Just tells me that Allie is not suited for her gimmick. I'm not gonna switch gimmicks right now because I don't know. It's a 44 rating, so that's good. That's good for now. After that, Jeff Jarrett comes out and says, "Hey, I have a new signing to Impact Wrestling, and he is gold. He is straight gold. He is the gold standard, Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin, now a part of Impact Wrestling, but you already knew that. But the one thing you don't know is that he'll be making his in-ring debut up next here in front of all of you beautiful people here in the Alco Arena. Cheap pops from Jeff Jarrett. Benjamin against Marsh Rocket, a guy that we just have on our roster. Subpar wrestling with a little heat. Shelton Benjamin defeated him in about 4 minutes with a submission of an ankle lock. Below average on his gimmick starts and everything. Rocket is improving in technical skills. It's cool. After the match, though, one of the newer guys, Johnny Mundo, comes out and it's Shelton Benjamin's own finisher against him. So this will start their feud off, and I can't wait for that one. After that match that was scheduled from last week, Alberto Del Rio versus Bram, a match that ends up in a double countout. These guys don't really get a fight started; they just have a brawl. That's all they have. They have a brawl. They're just beating the crap out of each other, beating the crap out of each other. So Jeff Jarrett's gonna come out and announce this is going to get done at the next pay per view. Y'all two are going at it. And up next we have a Don West, the West Side Story, as he has Jade and Rosemary next to each other, just talking about their match for the Knockouts Championship. Obviously, the Knockouts Championship is important to both of them. And then we have Rachel Ellering, Sienna, Madison Rain, and Amazing Kong. That's right, Amazing Kong makes her debut. First, it was a triple threat matchup. As the match goes up in the middle, Amazing Kong is thrown in the match. Surprise, surprise, Kong is back. And I love it. I love it. She got very good on her initial rating. So Kong definitely a strong start of it off. The ring performance 43, but Madison Rain 48. So that's a good start for that feud that I'm going to have between Kong and Rain. So I'm happy about that. And we see improvement for Madison Rain and Sienna. Sienna could be a definitely big start for us. And right here, a 56 rating right here between Rachel Ellering and Sienna, as they have good suited for their gimmicks. The storyline keeps going and they're gaining heat. So that's good for Ellering and Sienna. This is supposed to be our main event match of the night. The winner is the number one contender for the Impact Championship. Penta El Sarmiento versus Eli Drake. I'm really now not liking that Penta El Sarmiento for the second week in a row has not had a strong performance. So I'm kind of scared about that. This was supposed to happen before that match. This one is just scaring me that I don't know if I want this anymore. This tag team battle, it's 14 rating, but as you can see, I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I feel like I can release these guys and I'm not going to lose anything at all. So we'll see what happens there. As then we have Lashley and Penta Zero close out the show, just staring at each other. You know, because Lashley's like, oh, you're going to be titling for my title, so it's going to happen. But they don't come to blows. But we did get a 50 overall rating, and our show increased our popularity in 31 regions. So that's a good sign. That's a great sign. Obviously, whenever you're able to grow your popularity, that's fantastic. So at least we got that. I'm a little shaky about a couple storylines, and a couple of these other storylines I'm kind of happy about. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking about that. Again, we are going to move the show to Wednesday, but we have to do these for another 2 weeks because we can't move the show into the beginning of the month. And at the beginning of the month, we'll see what happens there. But what I do know is for the pay-per-view, at least I'll have Kenny Omega definitely will be making an appearance at the pay-per-view. So that's going to be fun. I got some emails that I have to be reading right now, and it's obviously going to be about how Pop is not happy and how all these networks are not happy about it. But I'm like, what do you expect from me? Like, we did much better on this show than we did last week. So it feels like, what are you expecting? 1.0 ratings right now? It's not going to happen. He's irritated because he wanted to do off the script promo, but I was like, no, because last time I let someone do an off the script promo, that was Davey Richards, and he screwed it up. So no, we're good. So I'm gonna try to give him a contract, see if maybe a written deal can help him out. I was kind of scared that he was gonna start looking for elsewhere because he's a very talented dude, and I don't want to lose EC3. So he's a good guy to have on your roster. Davey's also pissed off. We try to go out to theater along, maybe as a assistant to the GM or something like that kind of role, but he's apparently going to be happy with retirement. So it is what it is, and as you can see, we are not meeting the requirements, but this was a better rated. Like, we got more ratings on this show than the one last week. We got 0.33 rating, so it's not like the best thing in the world. Oh, and look, and then Joe Patrón has a problem against Santana. So like I said, Santana and Ortiz, we don't know how long they'll stay. We don't know how long LAX will last. They have a very good pairing as a tag team, like together, but we'll see where it goes. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my tag teams, but let's look at our Impact Wrestling show. What the fans thought. Drew 3,591 fans. The feedback from the viewers has been excellent. The show went down very well. So the fans are liking it. The networks aren't liking our ratings, but what can I do about that right now? We're still in a small spot. For Explosion, the feedback from the viewers has been pretty good, especially for a small size company. We're a regional company. I think once we hit that cult status, we can actually sign the guys I want to sign. Hopefully, bring him into us because I feel like that's the part where we can finally do what we have to do. Well, we're making